Okay, so here we are solving paper 51 of October-November 2022. So let us see the first question. The probability distribution table for random variable x is shown. Given expectation of x is 0.28, you have to find the value of p and the value of q. Okay, so one thing we know that sum of this all px is equals to 1. Therefore, 0.12 plus p plus q plus 0.16 plus 0.3, they all add up to 1. So therefore, p plus q. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'll just bring my calculator. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Now p plus q. Here one mistake we are doing. This is equals to 1. Okay, I'm saying 1 and writing 0. That is too contradictory. Okay, so p plus q is equal to, now p plus q is equals to, so from 1 I will subtract 0.12 minus 0.16 minus 0.3. So p plus q we will get 0.4. Now we have to find p and q. So this is one equation. For another equation we have expectation of x. What is the expectation of x? The expectation of x is nothing but it is summation of x I p I. Okay. So expectation is given 0.28. So I will say that this 0.28 is equals to minus 2 times 0.12 minus 1 times p plus 0.5 times q plus 1 times 0.16, so it is 0.16 only, plus 2 times 0.3 is 0.6. So therefore, I will get another equation minus p plus 0.5q is equals to, the other equation will give me 0.28 plus into 4 minus 0.16 minus, I get minus 0.24 is minus 0.24. This is second equation. So we get two equations. Now we solve these two equations simultaneously and we'll get the desired result. Okay. So let us solve these two equations. Just a minute, I have to call. Wait. Hello. Uh, uh, हाँ नहीं तो फाइनल एग्जाम के बाद में होता है ना मतलब ये मतलब अपना बैटिंग हो जाएगा तो हाँ अच्छा अच्छा हाँ 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 ठीक है तो मेरे लिए कितना बॉल लेगा हाँ ठीक 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 okay so simultaneously we solve these two equations. Our first equation is p plus q is equals to 0.42 and second equation is minus p plus 0.5q is equals to minus 0.24. So the value of p we will get 0.3. So our final answer p is 0.3 and q is 0.12. Okay, so this is our p and q. Okay, now let us oh, first question done. Now the second question. Yeah, what is the second question? Question number 2 is the residents of Prishram. I think I should zoom it a little bit. Option for zooming in, let me see. Yeah, there is no also it's okay, right? So this is our question number 2. The residents of Parsham were surveyed about the reliability of their internet service. 12% rated the service is as poor, 36 rated it as a satisfactory, and 52% rated as a good. A random sample of 8 residents of Parsham is chosen. Find the probability that more than 2 and fewer than 8 of them rate their internet service as poor or satisfactory. Okay, read the question once again and try out yourself. First try out yourself and then we will see together. Okay, so what do you think? In which way we can solve this problem? The question asked is to find the probability that more than 2 and fewer than 8 of them rated their internet service as a poor or satisfactory. So poor or satisfactory. So can I consider this as a binomial? Okay, binomial in binomial way we can solve. I will consider my x as a random variable. We can consider x as a random variable. This is a random variable. Random variable indicating number of residents rating service as poor or satisfactory. Okay. X is a random variable indicating number of residents rating service as poor or satisfactory. Now, just a minute. Yeah. Okay. Now, find the probability that more than two. So here, X, I will say that X will be a binomial distribution with 8 as total number of residents, and probability of rating as poor or satisfactory will be is 12% plus 36%. So 12 plus 36 is what? 48. So I will say that 0.48. Okay. Now I have to find the probability of this X. I find the probability that more than 2. The probability of X greater than 2 and less than fewer than 8, less than 8. Probability of X between 2 and 8 we have to find out. Greater than 2 and less than 8 means I have to find out probability of 3 plus probability of 4 plus probability of 5 plus probability of 6 plus probability of 7, right? Or what we can say that I have to find 1 minus probability of 0 plus probability of 1 plus probability of 2 plus probability of 8. Okay. Now in both the cases, you see, in both the cases I have to find 4 probabilities. In the first case 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But that does not make too much difference. So what we will do, we will find this probability of 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. So now the formula will be P of 3. P of 3 will be 8C3. P of 3 is 8C3. Now your possibility is 0.48. 0.48 power 3 into 0 point. Now Q is what? 1 minus P. 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.48. So 1 minus 0.48 is 0.52. 0.52 power 8 minus 3, which is 5. Okay. And we continue like this. One minus, if I do what is that? 1, 2 and 8. Okay, I can subtract 1, 2 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I have to add these 5 terms. Zero, 1, 2, 8. Okay, right, 4 terms. Okay, no problem. We will do this calculation. Plus 8C, 8C4 is 0.48 power 8 into 0. This is 0.52 power 0.42 power, here it is 4, here 0.52 power 4 plus 8C. So I will say dot 8C 8, 6 and 7, 8, 6, 7, 0.48 power 7, 0.52 power 8 minus 7 is 1. Okay, so we calculate and we get answer as 0.825. So this is possibility of possibility that number of people will say between 2 to 8 people will say okay that the service is poor or satisfactory. Zoomed too much. Outside it is easy to scroll, right? Now a random sample of 125 residents of the Parsham is now chosen. Use the approximation to find the probability that more than 72 of these residents rate their internet service as good. Now here the number of like sample I will say that from whom I'm asking is increased. Just a minute.
Coefficient of x.
Coefficient of x square. How to find the coefficient of x square in the expression of this? So you can expand this and expand this, and then
But raised to 5 है ना?
रेस्ट टू 5 है ना. आप एक्सपांड करो, इसको एक्सपांड करो, एक्सपांशन के बाद सिर्फ ये ध्यान रखो कि मेरा किस किस का
एक्सपांड कैसे
मल्टीप्लिकेशन
करूं?
आज में एक्सपांशन कर दो मैं यहाँ पर पेंसिल से.
अच्छा तो मतलब ऐसा वो
इसका बाइनोमियल एक्सपांशन, इसका बाइनोमियल एक्सपांशन.
अच्छा वो पाई सी 0
देखो और लिख के देखो कि कौन सा मल्टीप्लिकेशन एक्स स्क्वायर है. दो तीन टर्म ही होंगे, दो तीन टर्म अलग करके फिर कोएफिशिएंट निकाल. ओके तो यहाँ in this problem use the approximation to find out the probability that more than 72 of the residents rate their internet service as good. Okay, what is the possibility of good? Possibility of good, if we see the problem, possibility of good rating service as good. For that, what is the possibility? It is given 0.52, okay, 52%. The possibility of rating good is 0.5. Now a random sample of 125 residents are there. Now if I use binomial expansion, then it will become too lengthy. So what we do, what approximation we can use here? We can use here normal distribution, right? We have learned that this binomial expansions can be approximated to normal distribution, where your number of like sample, I will say that it's too big. Okay. So n over here, I will consider this as a p, and n over here is 125. So what we will do, we will find mean. So mean will be np, which is equals to 0.52 times 125. So 0.52 times 125 will give you 65. This will give you 65. So this is your mean. And variance, so mean we indicate with a symbol mu, okay, or any other symbol. Okay, so it's a mean. Then variance we indicate with sigma square. So variance variance of this x random variable x, I will say that, which is sigma square, it is equals to npq. So npq means it is 65 times, because np is 65, into q is what, 0.48. So 65 into 0.48 will get 31 point. Okay, we get 31 point. Now probability of x greater than, use the approximation to find the probability that more than 72 of these residents rate their internet services good. So probability of this x greater than 72 will be nothing but probability of z greater than, a probability of z greater than 72 minus mean, which is 65, divided by your standard deviation, which is square root of 31 point. Okay, so we will get this is equals to probability of z greater than, we will calculate this, 72 minus 65, that divided by square root of 31.2. So we will get 1.253, z greater than 1.253. Okay, so here I will draw this curve. Given that the diagram shows the part of the graph y is equals to 8 and x minus b plus c. Let's take the values of a, b, and c. So this is approaching to infinity at this 3 pi by 4. No? Generally, यहाँ पर अगर field drop our normal curve, so normal curve is something like this. ये वैल्यू क्या होती है, pi by 2. तो पहले तो ये क्या होता है, 0 से स्टार्ट होता है. यहाँ पर मीन्स एक्स एक्सिस को 0 से कट करना चाहिए. यहाँ पर ये इसका ये चेंज हो रहा है ना, क्योंकि कहाँ पे चेंज हो रहा है, तो जा रहा है ये पॉइंट पे चेंज हो रहा है. तो ये और ये पॉइंट पे चेंज, ये पॉइंट यहाँ पर ट्रांसलेट करेंगे इधर आके, बट ये कितना ऊपर गया, ये जो पॉइंट रहता है ना, ये इंडिकेट करता है ट्रांसलेशन, वर्टिकल ट्रांसलेशन. फिर ये इंडिकेट करता है हॉरिजॉन्टल ट्रांसलेशन. ये हॉरिजॉन्टल ट्रांसलेशन अगर हम देखें तो इट शुड स्टार्ट
-6
क्या माइनस, ये माइनस नहीं. देखो ये क्या होता है, अब मैं जा किधर रहा हूँ, राइट में जा रहा हूँ कि लेफ्ट में जा रहा हूँ, राइट. तो राइट में जा रहे हैं तो माइनस. अच्छा कितना राइट है, हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि ये इतना, ये पॉइंट यहाँ पर, ये क्या है 1/2 पाई, 1/2 पाई नहीं, ये 1/4 पाई. तो बी है, बी कितना आ गया 1/4 पाई. अब मुझे देखना है कि ये ए क्या होगा. तो ए क्या होगा, ए क्या होगा, तो ये यहाँ से तो स्टार्ट हो रहा है, यहाँ से यहाँ तक 3 pi/4 माइनस pi/4 इज pi/2, और ये अपना pi/2 ही रहता है. ये जो ए है ना, ए विल बी इक्वल टू a is 1, b is 1/4 pi, and c translation of the function. Okay, so in this curve here, our value of z is 1.25, so at this particular point, and I have to choose this area. Okay, So this area means I can say that this is equal to 1 minus pi of 1.253. So you will open your formula sheet, and from that formula sheet, value of z we will calculate. So value of let me see my calculation once again. 72. Okay, a very small mistake which I have done here is that uh, continuity correction we have to apply. No? Use an approximation to find out the probability that more than 72. So more than 72 means here the continuity correction I will apply because 72 is not included. Okay, a discrete function, discrete form we have to continue convert in continuous, and therefore I will say that 72.5 because I do not want to include 72. If I want to include 72, then the same will be 60 70 71.5. So it is 60 72.5, and then if I use this value 72.5, so 72.5 minus 65, that divided by square root of 31.2. So the result will be 1.343. Up to three significant figures, it is 1.343. 1.343. So this is 343. Okay, so 1 minus this value you calculate z value, and we will get 1 minus 0.9104, and this will be 0.0896. Okay. So this is your B part for the first question. Now third question. The Lions and the Tigers are two basketball clubs. The height in centimeter of the 11 players in each of their first term squads are given in the table. Lions is given, Tigers is given. Draw the back-to-back stem and leaf diagram to represent this information with the Lions on the left. So Lions I have to show on the left, and I have to draw the stem leaf diagram. Okay. So let us start. Here on the left side, Lions, and then the right side, on the right side I have Tigers. So here Tigers. So the lowest value is here is 169. So we will start with 16. So 16 on this side it is 9. For Tigers, if we see, for Tigers there is no one in 16. Then 17. So in 17, 169 I will strike out the pencil. Then 17 I have 178, and then I have 179. So 178 and 179. I will write 8 and 9. Here it is 179. I will say that 179. Then 18 with 18 we have 181. 180 is also there. 180, 181, 186. So 180, 181, 186. Then 187 is also there, and 189. So 187 and 189. Okay. On the right side, 187 is there, 183 is there, 184 is there, 180 is there. So 180 is there. So we will start with 180. Then 180, 183 is also there. 184 is there. So 183, 184, 187 is also there. So 187. Okay. Then with 19, if I start with 19, so with 19 we have 190 over here. 89 I have already included. So 190 is 2 times. So again 1 more 0, 190. And then I have 196. 196. On the right side it is 190. So 190. Then 191. 191. Then 194. 194 and 195 and 197. Okay, 197 is there, 195 is there, and finally we have 201. So 21 on this set. Okay. The key, if you see here, we will mention key also. So key, we will say that it is something like 17, 8, 9. Now what this key indicate? It indicates that 178 centimeter for lions and 179 centimeter for tigers. Okay. So this is the key. It means 178 centimeter for lions and 179 centimeter for tigers. Okay. Now the next part of the question, here we have, for the find the median and the interquartile range of the heights of Lyon's first team square. First team square, Lyon's. So for Lyon's, we have to find median and interquartile range. Just see here. Okay, again, we will see, and we have to find median and interquartile range. So for median, you can see that we have how many terms we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we have 11 terms. So the sixth term will be the median. The sixth term is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Okay. So I will say that 186 is the median, right? I will say median is 186. Just a minute. I will say that median is okay, perfect. Median is equals to 186. 186 is the median. Next, what we have to find? Quartile range we have to find. So we will find upper quartile and lower quartile. So upper quartile, so there are total 11. So that 11 from the center, total 11. This 11 from the center, L is the center, and I divide into part. So 5, 5, 5 on this side and 5 on this side. So then third will be the middle of this. So if I see lower quartile will be, let us check lower quartile. It is 179. 179 is the lower quartile. So lower quartile is 179 centimeter. This is lower quartile. And upper quartile, if we see, upper quartile, your upper quartile will be, so from the end we will see which is the third term. So which is the third term? It is 1 from the end we will see. So from the end we will see the third term. From this we will see the third term is this 190. So upper quartile is what? It is 190. So 190 centimeter is your upper quartile and 179 is your lower quartile. Okay. So you got your lower quartile, upper quartile. Therefore, interquartile range or simple quartile range, I will say. Interquartile range QR, I will say that QR, which is your upper quartile minus your lower quartile. पूछो हाँ.
So for if they are given find the value for which the function is decreasing, so do we equate the double derivation to less than 0 greater than 0 or only the derivative?
If they ask for what range it is decreasing,
It's decreasing. Suppose
you have to just find that for what range it is decreasing. So first derivative, do first derivative and equate it with less than 0.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Second derivative, why we do? If we have to find maximum or minimum value, for that we will go for second derivative. Okay, so here the quartile range. Now quartile range here you have is 190 minus 179. Okay, so 190 minus 179 is your quartile range. Now that quartile range will be 190 minus 179. So this quartile range is 11 centimeter. So 11 centimeter is my quartile range. Okay. Better you mention unit also. Sometimes students they do not write units. Okay. So make a practice of doing problem in totality, complete. Okay, now the C part is that it is given that for the tiger, the lower quartile is 183 and the median is 190. For a given, it is given that for the tigers, the lower quartile is 183, median is 190, and the upper quartile is 195. Make two comparisons between the heights of the player in the okay, for the other team, I will just write down a lower quartile. Lower quartile is 183. Now here lower quartile is 179. Here it is 183. Upper quartile, here it is 190. Here we have upper quartile as 195. And here median is there we got 186. Here we are getting 190 as the median. So what conclusion will you draw from this? What conclusion you will draw? So 2 marks question. Now, so two conclusion you must draw. The first conclusion you will say that the height of tiger, right? What we can say that tigers are generally taller, or heights of tigers are more. So I will say the first conclusion I will say tigers are taller. Tigers are taller. Second conclusion, now here we have find quartile range. Here if you find quartile range 195 minus 183, so you will get something 12. You will get value as 12, right? 5 minus 3, 2, 9 minus 8, 1, 12. So interquartile range, here it was 11 centimeter and here we are getting 12 centimeters. So I will say that heights of tiger are slightly less consistent, right? So because here variation is more. So heights of tigers are less consistent. Heights of tigers are less consistent. Heights of tigers are less consistent then lines. Okay. So this is the conclusion we draw. Now let us move to the next question, question number 4. In a large population, the systolic blood pressure of the adult is normally distributed with the mean 125 and standard deviation 18.6. Find the probability that systolic blood pressure of a randomly chosen adult is less than 132. So a simple question, mean is given. So mean, we denote our mean with x bar, or yeah, better I will denote with x bar. So mean is so I will say that x doubt. So what is the question? The first, second, and the third term of the geometric progression is these. Respectively, show that k satisfies the equation. K satisfies the equation. So what you are doing? You are 5k minus 6 divided by 3k is equals to. This is the geometric progression. Geometric progression means this ratio and this ratio is going to same.
So first and second.
Difference ratio of second divided by 1 is equals to ratio of third divided by second. This you can equate with. Third is what? 6k minus 4 divided by 5k minus 6. Now you multiply here.
Second one.
Find showing all the necessary
case, actually there will be an equation 7k square.
You will get finally this equation only, na? 7k square minus
48k
plus 36. You will get this. Okay.
Then
So find showing all necessary working the exact value of the common ratio. Okay, corresponding to each of the. This is quadratic. You will find the value.
K is equals to 6 by 7. R is equals to 4 by 3.
K is equals to, you got 6 by
7 and 6.
6 by 7 and
6.
Next two values equal.
After that, what do we have?
After that, what we do? We substitute here.
Okay, to find R.
To find R. No?
So
you know, the first term is given. You know, your.
So we just multiply with this.
Just multiply by K.
And
okay,
then
here also. You will get 3 terms of GP. Which first term already you know, na?
Okay, then we are divide.
R is what? Second term divided by first.
That's the third one.
Third part of this problem. One of these ratios gives a progression which is convergent. Find the sum to infinity. Now you will get 2 progressions over here because 2 values of k you got. So you substitute, you will get 2 values. Now what you will do? 2 progression means in one you will get R more than 1, and in one you will get R less than 1. Okay, so where you get R less than 1, there the sum of infinity is given as infinity is equals to a divided by 1 minus R. Achha, here. So use this formula, you know R, A, you know R.
Sir, A
is the first term.
Then R, we got 2 R's.
2 R's. So we have to choose R which is between -1 and +1.
Why like that?
Because otherwise the sum will keep on increasing. If R is like more than 1, then your next term will be like a higher and higher and higher.
So there is 6 by 7 and 1 is 6.
6 by 7 is less than 1.
Okay, so
that value I will use and I will solve this.
1 minus A by 1.
So A is whatever A we get, that divided by 1 minus R.
A is 5.
A is 5. And here the K we will use 6 by 7. Because for that we are doing it. Then this question. Okay. 11th question is what? The diagram shows the part of the curve. a part of the curve,
Divided
and the line, these two lines are given. The point on the curve has the coordinate 2, 3. If the normals to the curve at A crosses the line x is equals to 1 at B. The normal to the curve at A crosses the at B. So this is normal. Actually, normal is given.
so
Normal
then
is
we
given.
derive it, right? We
And
differentiate
then
this.
show that the normal AB has equation. So we have to find equation of this
So
normal.
first we do derivation of this
Uh,
to find gradient.
you get the gradient of this curve at this particular point,
and then we substitute that into a
find the
differential.
gradient of normal. You know, how to minus 1 upon
perpendicular.
perpendicular concept.
Without negative perpendicular.
That concept you will apply. You will get the gradient for
Negative perpendicular.
this normal. Now, as normal is already passing
So
through
2 comma 3
three,
is given.
so we can
already.
find the
So
equation of
y minus y1 is
is
equals
equals
to
to that gradient
mx
into
by
x minus x1. That we will
that's
apply.
the
And
last part volume.
find showing all the necessary working, the volume of revolution obtained when the shaded region is rotated through 360 degree about the x-axis. Now show
We only have
volume of revolution formula is what? Pi y square dx.
yeah.
That formula we will
So
apply
sir, and what pens do we use? 1 comma 3.
between 1 comma 3.
That's it.
Which pen is yours?
So sir, like tomorrow online lecture will be there. Right?
Huh?
Tomorrow online lecture will be there.
Yes. Actually, today I will share last 3 lectures what we are doing. I already recorded that, and I will share that recording also. Okay.
Yeah,
And if you are
tomorrow-
not attending any online lecture, then also per day I will make one recording. Either you will be online, that will be
So
recorded.
yeah, because I was only taking the recorder. I was also taking the recorder.
Achha, you are also recording at your end. I myself, whenever I take a lecture, I record that. So I had not got time, but today I got time, so I uploaded that. I have to just share the link with you all. Right? I will do that. Yeah. Fine. Okay, so this problem is in a larger population, the systolic blood pressure of adult is normally distributed. Okay, so this question is simple one. Now mean is given, x bar is given. X bar, we say x bar or simply x mean. So this x is 125.4. No, sorry. Mean, no? Large population with the mean mu is given. This mean is represented by mu. For the population, mean is given 125.4 and sigma is given 18.6. We have to find the probability. We have to find a probability of x less than 132. That means we have to find probability of z less than 132. Okay, less than 132. So continuity correction, you will apply continuity correction over here. In a large population, the systolic blood pressure less than 132, it is talking about less than 132. So Z is less than 132 minus mean is what? 125.4 divided by 18.6. So what value we get? We get it is equals to probability of Z less than 0.3548. Now z is less than this particular value. So z is less than 0.3548. So it is what? It is 0.639. It is 0.639. This is your possibility, 0.639. Okay. First part. Now to see what next question they are asking. The systolic blood pressure of 12-year-old children in the same population is normally distributed with mean 170. Of these children, 88% have SBP, systolic blood pressure, more than 108. Find the standard deviation of this distribution. Okay. So here, mean is given, mean x, mu, sorry, again I am making the same mistake. So mu is given 117. And it is given that 88% children have SBP more than 108. So probability of x greater than 108 is 0.88. Right, it is given. So what I can say that probability of z more than 108 minus 117 divided by standard deviation is given 0.88. Okay. Now if we look in the graph, okay. So this is nothing but okay, the probability is given. So from the chart, I have to work out the value of z. So corresponding z value is minus 1.175. Why negative? Because here we are getting negative value. So 108 minus 117 divided by sigma, you will get is equals to minus 1.175. And its calculation will give me the value of sigma as 7.66. So this is my standard deviation in this particular case. Okay, now next part of this question. 3 adults are chosen at random from this population. Find the probability that each of these 3 adults has SBP within 1.5 standard deviation of the mean. Okay. So simply I have to find a probability of Z between 1.5 standard deviation, means between, here I will say that minus 1.5 and plus 1.5. So Z between minus 1.5 and plus 1.5. The graph will be something like this. This value is minus 1.5 and here this value is plus 1.5. I have to find this value. So how we will get this? From the center, this part and this part are going to be same. So we can say that this is 2 times pi of 1.5. Yes, we can say like that. And yes, from this I will subtract -1. Why I am doing that? Because I want this part only, and this part is nothing but this part is pi of 1.5 minus 0.5. So when we do this, it is 2 times pi of 1.5 minus 1. So pi of 1.5 minus 1 calculation will be 0.8664. It will be 0.8664. This is your final answer. Okay, now let us move to the next part of the problem. Next problem. Rather, I will say next problem. Question number 5. A game is played with an ordinary fair six-sided die. A player throws a die once. If the result is 2, 3, 4, or 5, that result is the player's score, and the player does not throw the die again. So, what is given? A game is played with an ordinary six-sided die. A player throws a die once. If the result is either 2, 3, 4, or 5, the player does not throw the die again. And if the result is 1 or 6, the player throws the die a second time, and the player's score is the sum of the two numbers from the two throws. Draw a fully labeled tree diagram to represent this information. So we have to draw a tree diagram. Now, the tree diagram would be something like this, that if I throw 1 or 6, then I have to throw again. So what I will do, here I will mention, okay, this is possibility of getting 1, and here I will mention that this is the possibility of getting 6. Now, possibility of getting any number 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a fair die, so it is going to be 1 by 6. So here this possibility is 1 by 6. This possibility is 1 by 6. What is the question? A game is played with the ordinary pair six-sided die. A player throws the die once. If the result is 2, 3, 4, or 5, then that 5, that result is the player's score, and the player does not throw the die again. Okay, the result is this. If the result is 1, 6, the player throws the die a second time, and the player's score is the sum of the two numbers. Draw fully labeled tree diagram to represent this information. So I have to simply show this information, but better I will mark the probability also as well, right? Now from this one, if I get 1, I will get another chance to throw the die. Now again, if I throw the die, the results I can get is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the possibility for each will be 1 by 6 only. Okay, so for all you mention 1 by 6. Then here it is same here also. You can get 1, you can get 2, and so on. Okay, you can get up to 6. And the possibility for each is going to be 1 by 6. And apart from 1, you can get 2, 3, 4, and 5 with the possibility of 1 by 6 only. Okay, so when you are throwing it once, you get a possibility of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as 1 by 6, 1 by 6. Then you get 1, you will get another chance to throw, and the possibility is going to be 1 by 6, 1 by 6, like that. And if you get 6, then also you will get another chance to throw the dice. Okay. Now the problem here, what problem is asked, like events A and B are events given. Event A is defined as A, the player's score is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, and event B, the player has 2 throws. Okay, we have to show that the probability of event A is 1 by 3. So score 5. Score 5. In the first instance, I can get 5. So how I will get score 5? So for A, the player score is 5. So now how I can get 5? So I can get 5 simply as 5, or I can get 1, 4. Okay, it will give me 5. Any other way? Okay, so this is for 5. Now 6, I can get simply 6, or here I have 1, 5. Then I can get 7, or I have 1, 6. Then I get 8. Acha, for 7, it is 1, 6 as well as 6, 1. Right, either I will get 7 or 1, 6 or 6, 1. Okay, then for 8, one thing here, I'm making this mistake, that how I can get 7. 7 is not possible, right? In the single throw, 7 is not possible. It is possible only in if 2 throws are given to me. And for 8, it is for 8 it is 6 2, because when I get 6, then I will get another chance. And for 9, it is 6 3. Okay, now possibility. So this is event A. The possibility of your event A will be equal to possibility of getting 5, which is 1 by 6, plus possibility of getting 1, and then possibility of getting 4. So possibility of getting 1 is 1 by 6, and again it is 1 by 6, plus 1 5, it is same 1 by 6 times 1 by 6, then 1 by 6 times 1 by 6, because all numbers have the same possibility. Only I have to check how many times is present here. Okay, so this is for 5, then this is for 1 by 4, this is for 6, this is for not for 6. For 6, it is 1 by 6 only. For 6, it is 1 by 6 only. Right. Then for 6, it is 1 comma 5, so that will give me this result. And for 7, it is 1 comma 6, which is 1 by 6, 1 by 6. I simply say 1 by 36. Okay. Then 1 6 is giving me 7, and 6 1 is also giving me 7. So this is 1 upon 36. And then 1 upon 36, and then 1 upon. Okay, I will add all of them, right? Plus in between. So I have to show that this is equals to 1 by 3. So now this calculation will be 1 by 6. 1 by 6 I got 2 times. 1 by 6, 1 by 6. 1 by 6 can be written as 6 divided by 36. 1 by 6 can be written as 6 divided by 36. So 6 plus 6, 12. So it is 12 divided by 36. Then I have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So again plus 6, and whole divided by 36. 12 plus 6, 18. 18 divided by 36. So some mistake done at my end. Yeah. Have you identified what mistake I have done? Yes, I identified that the 6 alone is also not possible, because when I get a 6, I will get another chance to throw, and therefore the 6 is not possible. Okay, the 6 is not possible, so this I will not write. I will write here 6 only. Okay, so human error, we should avoid this kind of error. So it is 12 divided by 36, and this is 1 divided by 3. Okay, so possibility of A, we got 1 divided by 3. Now when it is asked me to show something, then it become very, very easy. Right, I have to show that this is equal to 1 by 3. Next, determine whether or not event A, B are independent. event B. What is event B? Event B, the player has two throws. Now I get the possibility of event A. To check whether it is independent or not, I have to determine probability of B also. So possibility of B, what is given in B? B is that the player has two throws. Now when the player has two throws, when he get 1 or 6, the possibility of B, possibility that the player has two throws, is that he is getting 1 or 6 in the first instance. So it is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, which is 2 by 6 is 1 divided by 3. The possibility of B is what? 1 divided by 3. Possibility of A is what? Possibility of A, we get, here we get 1 divided by 3. Possibility of A is also 1 divided by 3. And possibility of A intersection B, if we see, possibility of A intersection B. So possibility of A intersection B means A is also happening, B is also happening. That means I am getting two throws. So in A, I get two throws. How many times? So 6 upon 36 times. The possibility of getting two throws, that is intersection of A and B. That means my event A is also happening, event B is also happening. It is 6 divided by 36. Now possibility of A times possibility of B. So possibility of A is 1 divided by 3. Possibility of B is 1 divided by 3, which is 1 divided by 9. And this is not equal to 6 divided by 3. So A and B are not independent. So therefore I will say that therefore A and B are not independent. If A and B are independent, then it's okay. But here A and B are not independent. The next part is we have to find conditional probability. Probability of B by A complement. Possibility of B by A complement means what? It is possibility of B intersection A complement divided by possibility of A complement. Now as I know the possibility of A is that I'm getting number as possibility of A is that I'm getting a score as 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. I'm getting these scores, so 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. Now possibility of A complement means I'm not getting these scores. The possibility of A complement, simply here I should know what is possibility of A. Possibility of A is 1 by 3. So possibility of A complement will be 1 minus 1 by 3, which comes out to be 2 by 3. This is possibility of A. And possibility of this is possibility of A complement. Possibility of B intersection A complement. That means I neither want A, but I want B. I want B means there is two throws. So when there is two throws, the sum could be 2. Okay. So this is what? This is possibility of getting sum as 2, but with the two throws, not with one throw. It is with two throws. So in that case, I will first find what is B intersection A complement. Okay, that we will first understand what is B intersection A complement. Okay, so here I will say that this is okay, question mark. Now B intersection A complement means I have 1 comma 1, because when I get first row as 1, then I will get another chance. Now in another chance I should get 1. In A it is given, in A it is given 5 6 7 8 9. So apart from 5 6 7 8 9, so apart from 5 6 7 8 9 means 2 3 4. First 2 3 4. So this is for 2, for 3, and this is for 4 up to 9. Then for 1 6 it will become 7. So again I have 6, so 1 2 3 4 will not happen here. Then what will happen? I will get 6 some as I want some as 10, because 9 is there in A. 9 is there in A, yes. I need some as 10. So for 10 it is 6 comma 4, 11 it is 6 comma 5, and 12 it is 6 comma 6. So if I am getting these two results, then it is intersection. So possibility of B intersection A complement is, I will get 1 upon 36 possibility over here. So everywhere 1 upon 36. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 results are there. So times 6, or you can say that 1 upon 6. So this is B intersection A complement. Now possibility of B by A complement is possibility of B intersection A complement divided by possibility of A complement. So this is 1 divided by 6 divided by possibility of A complement is what? Possibility of A complement is 2 divided by 3. So it is 2 divided by 3. So this finally will become 1 divided by 6 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. 3 1 are 3 2 the. So it will become 1 divided by 4. Okay. So possibility of B by A is what? 1 divided by 4. 1 divided by 4, 0.5. Now the last question. A social club has 15 members. A social club has, in just a minute, I have one call. Okay, so just a minute. So now we are in the last question. This is our last problem. Here the question is, a social club has 15 members, of whom 8 are men and 7 are women. The committee of the club consists of 5 of its members. Find the number of different ways in which the committee can be formed from the 15 members if it must include more men than women. Okay, now the committee is of 5 only. And in those 5, you want more men than women. So definitely, there should be at least 3 men. When 3 men are there, there will be 2 women, or there will be 4 men and 1 woman, or there will be all 5 men. Right? Okay, now in how many different ways the committee can be formed when there are 3 men? So there are total 8 men. So out of 8 men, we will select 3 men, and out of 7 women, we will select 2 women. Okay. Similarly, if we want this selection, that out of 4 men, we will select 4 men. Out of 8 men, we will select 4 men. And out of 7 women, we will select 1 woman. And here, out of 8 men, we will select all 5 men. And from the 7 women, we will select none. Okay. Now, if we calculate these values, and just so 3 men and 2 women, it will give 1176. So this result is 1176. Then the second result is 4 men, 1 woman is 490. And all 5 men, so this will be 56. And therefore the total is 17. Okay. So find the number of different ways. So number of different ways is 1722. Okay, next part of the problem. Yeah, this part we have done. The next part. The 15 members are having their photograph taken. They stand in 3 rows with 3 people in the front row, 5 people in the middle row, and 7 people in the back. Okay. So the arrangement is like 7 are in the back row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 5 will be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then 3 will be here, 1, 2, and 3, like that. Okay. 3 people in the front, 5 people in the middle, and 7 people in the back. In how many different ways can the 15 members of the club be divided into 3 groups, into a group of 3, 5, and a group of 7? So if I divide first in a group of 3, hello, हाँ आप गलती से लग गया, हाँ हो गया मैच। अरे ये लोग का पहला बॉलिंग आता है तो झगड़ा में 17 दिन ऑल आउट कर दिया। हाँ सेकंड वाला भी वैसे ही किया। अच्छी बात 4 ओवर डाला, 4 ओवर डाला, कुछ 3-4 रन दिया और जस्ट करके चले गए उसके 5 विकेट। पीछे एमआई में भी इसको 5 विकेट, तो सेम रिपीट हुआ है, लास्ट में 5, इसमें 5, 17 का इसको लास्ट में भी इसको शायद पता नहीं देखा तो मिला नहीं। देखा नहीं, रेस में ग्रुप बोलते हाँ ठीक है, हाँ कोई इशू नहीं, हाँ 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 मुझे चल रहा है, वो तो थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे चलता है। मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ, जो इंटरेस्टेड है वो इंटरेस्टेड है, बस खाली ये अभी जो सोच रहा हूँ कि और डालने के लिए ना एक्चुअली पैसा रहना चाहिए, मतलब थोड़ा बैलेंस रहना चाहिए, कभी मार्केट मिलता है इसके लिए समझ में 2-4 साइड में ये मैंने पढ़ा जितना है इतना भी कम, थोड़ा सा साइड में कैश में आ जाएगा कर देगा, बाकी तरह अभी तो मम्मी वो एक्चुअली कहता है अपना मेटरनल साइड में थोड़ा इशू है, तो साइकोलॉजिकल इशू होता है, काफ़ी लोग उसको खाते भी हैं लेकिन आप से अपनी केयर नहीं करते साइकोलॉजी। नहीं मैं तो देख इसके लिए कहता हूँ, देख क्या थोड़ा का काम कर लेते नहीं, अरे तो वही ना, तो ऐसा एक हफ्ता बाहर रहेगा फिर रहेगा ना, तो वो वापस से हो जाता है। नहीं नहीं उसको ज़्यादा सीरियसली ले लेता है, लेकिन सीरियसली नहीं लेना, मैं कहता हूँ मैं तो सीरियसली रहता है इसके लिए, सही है। ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम कैसा है, प्रॉब्लम होती है, प्रॉब्लम रहेगा। ठीक है ना, बस ही रहेगा आज। क्या पता पहली बार मैं रेट निकाला बहुत सस्ता आया, मतलब सस्ता लेने का सबसे सस्ता उधर होता है स्टार बाजार में, मेरे लिए तो सस्ता नहीं है। चल ठीक है, सुमन वाला मैं एक ही देता हूँ। Okay, sorry. So in how many different ways can the 15 members of the club is divided in a group of 3, a group of 5, and a group of 7? So now let us first select a group of 3 people. So there are total 15 members. So out of 15 members, I have to select 3 members. In how many way I can do that? I can do that in 15 3 ways. Okay. Once I select these 3 persons, now I have total 12 members, and from 12 Now I will choose 5, so that can be done in 12C5 ways. After choosing 5, then 7 members are there. So from 7, I have to choose all 7. Okay, so this is 1. From 7, if I choose all 7, this is 1. 12C5, if I see what is 12C5, so 12C5, 12C5, 12C5 is 792. So second value is 792, and 15C3, so 15C3, 15C3, if I see, it is 455. So this is 455. Okay. Total, if I see, 455 plus 792 plus 1 is 1248. But why I am adding? Actually, I should multiply. Why I am adding? Okay. We should multiply all these, right? Why to multiply? Because these many selections, with each selection there are these many selections, right? So therefore we will multiply. So 792 will be multiplied by 450. So it is 360, 360. Yeah. Okay. Now let us see. Okay, one more part is there. In one photograph, Abel, Betty, Kelly, Dog, Eve, Freya, and Guido. Okay, if you see this is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G are the 7 members in the back row. So in the last row, there are these 7 members. And how many different ways can these 7 members be arranged so that the Abel and Betty are next to each other, and Freya and Guido are not next to each other? So two conditions we have to satisfy. That first, Abel and Betty are next to each other. So there are total 7. So if I make these 7 elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now out of the 7, 2 space, that means Abel and Betty, they will always go hand in hand, means they, wherever they are, they will sit together. So if I consider them as one, okay, so practically I have 6, okay, 6 places that I have to arrange, okay, 6 positions that I have to arrange, and that can be done in 6 factorial ways. So that can be done in 6 factorial ways, and now this is 6 factorial way, and after arranging them in 6 factorial ways, these two, Abel and Betty, they can also interchange their positions, so I will multiply them with 2. So 2 into 6 factorial. Now, this include those conditions also in which Freya and Eve are also together. I do not want that condition. So what I will do, I will subtract that condition. So that condition is what? That condition is that Abel and Betty are together. Okay. They can interchange their positions. So that is, and then Freya and Gino is also together. So when Freya and Gino is also together, suppose this is Freya and Gino. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, practically 5 rows. So if I consider that Abel and Betty are together and Gino and Freya is also together, so then it is like 5 factorial multiplied by 2, 2 into 5 factorial, okay, into 2. This 2 is multiplied because Abel and Betty are together, so they can be flipped themselves in this 2 way. And similarly, this Freya and Gino, they can also be flipped into 2. So this is my total arrangement. Okay. So if I take that 5 factorial common, it is 6 times to 12 minus 2 times to 4. 12 minus 4, 8. So 5 factorial into 8. 5 factorial is 120. So 120 times 8 is 960. 960 will be your answer. Right. So 960 is my answer. Is there any other way of doing this problem? Okay, now if I like if I remove these 4 persons out of 7, so after removing 4, I get 3, and they are in group, so 3 plus 2 we can consider as a 5. Okay. Leave it as it is. I think this way is perfectly all right. Okay. So this is how we can arrange them, right? So thank you for being with me and solving this particular paper. Okay, I will see you in the next class with one more question paper. Till then, take care. Bye bye.